Okay, the wind is not blowing today. So I can get out here. It's actually Sunday after church. I can get out here and do some things. And I'm going to be moving the goat fence, the electric one. And I keep looking through that bamboo grove that I have down there. I planted some bamboo back 15, 20 years ago. And it's pretty neat. I got some pretty good sized bamboos down there. But anyway, I got to run the electric fence through there. And there's some periwinkle that I'm trying to avoid because it's kind of up in the air if it's good for goats or not good for goats. So I got to get down there and get me a path set up so I can run my electric wire. Goat's doing great in the electric fence. And I thought, if I got me some string, and I said, I got some string up there in the old barn. I found it. Look at this mess. How am I supposed to use that? We'll figure it out. You know, I just mentioned bamboo, and I dug some of this up at my cousin's grandfather's house, and I think one of his boys had planted it back in the 40s. I mean, he had a gargantuan bamboo, but I put it up to try, you know, make a blind. And, you know, everybody says, oh, bamboo, you can't control it. Well, apparently you can with goats, because this is what's left of these bamboo. I think what happens is when they shoot up, the goats consume them, and they eventually die. So if you have a bamboo problem on your property, goats may be your answer. And, you know, I'll probably have a better answer for that later on this summer. So anyway, got my string. I'm gonna go make me a path. Well, the wind's blowing down here a little bit. Pigeons are hungry. I have flown them 2 times in the last 3 days. And actually got a couple of them to go do a little bit of ranging. You know, they just didn't fly around the circle here at the barn. So I might try to fly them again this afternoon. We're waiting on the polar vortex. So, you know, it's kind of gloomy. They're actually on my phone. It's saying we may get snow here this Friday and Saturday. Oh, and here's my awesome gate that I put up yesterday. That's a dog panel. And that worked out just wonderfully. It's attached to my barn. Actually put that pole right there in there. It come out good. That's why you collect inventory. You never can tell when you might use it for something. Onward. Oh, the goats up there, they have done an excellent job cleaning this little place up. But now I gotta get them on the next place. And, Buddy at church was asking about my charger, so I had to snap a picture of it and send it to him. I'm still real pleased with my solar charger. And like I said, that thing, I checked it the other day, it's getting like 7,000 volts right here coming out of that charger. And then down here at the end, I'm about 4,000, but I think it's probably because of my terrible splices I made. I looked up online and I did it all wrong. I can't believe that. So yeah, we're coming up on the grove. I'll show you more later. Here's a great example of how well them goats have cleaned up down here. Look at that. That's from, I mean, you can see that. I don't have to point it out. You can see it. They have done an excellent job. I mean, excellent. And I mean, we're getting close to being out of forage down here. I'm hoping to get another 2 weeks out of what's there. And down this lane right here and over here in this cluster. See, this is where the bamboo and stuff is. Yeah, see, we got a lot of grass up through here. And then here's the bamboo slash privet slash just everything. And I mean, these were just little bitty bamboos when I put them out. I put like 7. And some of them are huge. And see, here's all that periwinkle. And I'm kind of hesitant to fence all this in right now for fear of them over consuming it. But yeah, right up here are some of the big bamboo. I mean, look at that thing. That thing 3 inches in diameter. The deer have used it. Yeah, there we go. Here. Oh, here's a big one down here. There's close to 4 inches. Look at that thing. compared to my hand. It's huge. Good gosh, it's probably 25 foot tall. So yeah, I gotta use this string to get me a line on here. Now this stuff right here, Nadine, yeah, that's dead. That's poisonous to goats. I can't put that in here. I can go through and cut that out though. But I'm just gonna get just a little bit of this periwinkle so they can get a little taste of it and find out if it's, you know, bad for them. More to come later. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move my solar charger down to this post right here. You notice I've already got insulators all the way out the top. Keep them away from the bottom because down at the bottom, grass and stuff can ground it out. Right there at the top, go across, and you'll see where we're going from there. See, I'd really like to get it up in there, but that's just so thick. I don't know if I can get a fence up in there, but I can run it to this post or that post and come across and start going to town. Going out through here. See, I got this string up. That's how I want to go. And like I said, that'll give, oh, we're gonna get rid of that. That's a Nadine. But that'll give them a chance if they want to try some of this periwinkle, which, you know, like I said, if you look it up on that plant app, it's poisonous. But people have grazed goats on it before, no problem. They also say that English ivy is poisonous, but people graze goats on that too. So you see, like right there's another one of the Nadines. But yeah, I'll just be coming through here, and I've already started cutting a little bit of a path, trying to get some of that bamboo stuff out of the way. But yeah, they're gonna have a ball in here. Yep, and we'll go all the way across and down. It gets thick through here. See, that's a Nadine. And those things, they're white well. The birds are scattering their seeds, but people put them in the landscapes. And they'll take over an area pretty quickly. So yes, make a turn right here. I may have to drive a steel post in the ground to shoot it down that way. The line goes on down through there. But yeah, this will be good goat grazing. Yeah, there's one of them big old Nadines and red bushes, red berries. Going down, 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 down. And then we get down here to the fence post. There's a Nadine. There's a Nadine. There's one over there. As I walk out here, I'm finding a lot of these little Nadines. Yeah. And see, those things will take over this area if I don't do something. So getting the goats in here is what I gotta do. Right here is privet. And you know, I should know that something's up with those things because the deer don't touch them. And the deer don't touch the periwinkle. And the deer don't touch English ivy. But at the same time, deer won't eat privet, and goats will eat that stuff like a chicken eating popcorn. And they'll make short order of this. It'll be, y'all be surprised after I take them out of here how opened this will be. So yeah, I say within 2 or 3 weeks, it'll look like a barren landscape. There won't be anything green as high as those goats can reach. Of course, now out through here, there's not a lot. I don't understand why. There's a Nadine right there. Yeah. Oh, they have several names, some type of bamboo and everything else, but it's a Nadine bush and they're poisonous. Even my buddy Craig, who has goats that he puts out on people's property, he told me, he said, don't let them eat that stuff, it's poisonous. So, and we'll run it up there to that corner. I gotta get that bundle of wire out of here. I'm gonna have to put the boom pole on my tractor and get it out. I'll run right up this corner here. And then, boom, that's where it's gonna stop right there. My neighbor's got enough fence to keep them in. And I'm gonna let them have all this. So this will be the last of the sectional grazing I can do for the goats. So yeah, they're gonna have fun when we get back. And I was hoping to get this done this Friday, but they're forecasting snow for us. I don't believe it. I don't believe it when I see it. But there's a plant here right here. It looks like a bamboo type deal. It's a grass, and I think they call it deer tongue. I downloaded that free 7-day version of the plant identifier, and that's how I found it. What it was. But yeah, that's the difference between a week of 8 animals grazing and a week of nothing. So my sectional grazing using goats and electric fence, I think, is proven to be very, very beneficial to my little 5-acre farm. So I think if you have some area that you'd like your goats to clean, it works. I also think that you need to check that area prior to turning them loose, especially here in the suburban area that I live, where people have brought in so many different varieties of plants for landscaping. And you know, kind of make sure that you don't have any plants that could be deadly to your goats, because I think one thing I hate doing is digging a hole to bury a dead goat. And of course, those 2 little white ones up there are my wife's babies, and if something happened to those, I'd be in the goat house with them. So I'd also suggest if you go out right now when things are dead and see what's still green, because like I said, if the deer won't eat it, there's a good indication there may be something wrong with it. And if you download that free plant identifier, you can identify what it is, and you know, kind of make your own decision, find out what it is, do some research online to see if can goats eat this plant. That's what I've done. And then we'll go from there. So anyhow, this is Jeff Eubanks here on the farm, here on my little 5 acres of paradise. It's not much, but I really like it. Like I said, I'd like to parlay it into something a little bit bigger. One of these days I might, if I don't get too old. But I hope everybody's having a good new year. Be positive, and just remember, God loves you. That's all counts. Jeff Eubanks, give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it.